Hello and welcome to Light and Shadow, the 2D platforming game, I think. Something about rhythm as well, and definitely something about light and shadow, right? My first impression, so if you see me being confused, that's real confusion because I don't know what's gonna happen or what's gonna go on. Beautiful art style though, damn. Free to play on Steam, by the way, if you want to check it out for yourself. So a blue star fell from the sky. Kind of getting some Diablo 3 vibes already. I don't think there's gonna be a Templar over here that doesn't know that he can't eat his entire intake of calories in one single sitting though. Right, soundtrack is already kind of popping off. There we are. Now we're playing. Ugh. Ew, what's that? I don't like the fact that they are all little bugs. It's got some groove to it, you know? Collecting some musical notes. Beautiful, beautiful art style. You know me, you know I'm a sucker for those one-of-a-kind looking games. Like Flawless, for example, the other game I played, which this immediately reminds me of it. In terms of like the general vibe and the general gist of what they're going for, probably something unique, something cool, something crazy, something you won't expect to like, but then you like. Right, little bicycle. Is that something we can sit on? Well, we can, but we can't ride it. I wouldn't be amazed if the soundtrack by this game was also just made by one guy sampling random sounds, because I can definitely hear a cycle bell in there. Oh. Found a little guitar. We found a little guitar. That's the end of that statement. There's nothing else I have to say about that. We just found a little guitar. Can we jump on the clouds? Oh, it's a bit too high up for us. Nice little giant truck. Looks like we're just strolling through a quiet little town. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting kind of Austrian, Middle European vibes from this. Could be in Vienna, for all I know. Flexing my knowledge of capitals there for a second, because it's what I've been studying on my Enki flashcard app for a while lately. I can tell you that the capital of Georgia is, for example, Tbilisi. Bet you didn't know that, huh? All things I studied. Can only tell. So, little ice cream. Alright, nice little piece of purple ice cream. Maybe some blueberry flavor, maybe some bubblegum flavor. If the creator of that ice cream was feeling really adventurous, he might have delved into the bubblegum flavor. Bubblegum flavor? I hope he didn't delve into that. Capital of Northern Ireland? Belfast. Always confused with the capital of Wales, which is Cardiff. Yeah, there we go. We're studying together, we're learning together. Alright, seems like we're in the... Oh, my mouse has been in the middle of the screen for the entire time, maybe. Seems like we're in the industrial district now. Sky-high skyscrapers towering above us, making us feel small and insignificant. It's always great when a 2D platformer that is a side-scroller doesn't only make you go right. You can go in different directions. Looks a bit spiky, so I'm glad for our character that we can jump on top of here. Doesn't seem to be the most fun town to live in though. There's trash on the street everywhere. There's no other person around anywhere at all. Where are we going? Over here? I hope so. The screen is getting closer and closer. I think the music notes kind of keep the bugs at bay a little bit, or maybe it's just supposed to be more narrow at this stage. I have no idea. I would go a bit wider though. Oh, we didn't quite make that jump, but I guess it's no problem. Did we miss anything over here? I guess not, because we can't get over there. Oh, there's a bit of fog on the ground or something. Alright, now we have some room to look around again, because we collected a bunch of musical notes. I wonder what the end goal is, you know, what the game plan is. What are we actually heading towards? Not that it necessarily has to have an end goal. Maybe this is the entire game, maybe this is the experience, and that would already be beautiful. I'm all for artsy, oh, we didn't quite get that. Artsy, unique games. Games that try something different, try something new. It doesn't always have to be a Horizon Zero Dawn AAA experience, you know. Sometimes you can just chill for a second, and you can enjoy the smaller things. Like collecting musical notes without actually knowing whether it has a purpose or not, but still you're doing it. And that's part of the beauty of some games. Sometimes they don't even have to tell me to collect the musical notes, right? It's just like, yeah, look, there's some nice color in an otherwise black and gray, or if you will, light and shadow world. The musical notes seem to be a symbol for the light, maybe. What's happening over here? A little cart. Dragging us up. Dragging us far up. Oh, let's make sure we don't fall down. Alright, looks like we're in a crane right now. No crane operator to be seen. Desolate environment, there's no one around. Some music notes to keep the bugs at bay because they are inching closer and closer. Are we in like a post-apocalyptic world maybe? Oh, this water tank is a bit sad. You know what this game needs? This game needs a skateboard. These rooftops, you could land some sick grinds on those MFers. I'm sure about that. Can we not... We can't reach over these chimneys, so I guess we're just going back. Let's have ourselves drop down. Have to go down all the way, I guess. Or can I not drop further down? No, I can't, so I have to go up again. But I can't make this jump, can I? No, I swear I cannot make this jump. Oh! Alright, so apparently you get a bit more height if you jump in an actual arch, I guess. The rooftops are getting a bit more spiky. More treacherous. Difficult to traverse. All in all, we're still moving. We're still making money moves. Mogul moves, as my good friend Ludwig would say. He's my good friend, by the way. That's not parasocial at all, please. We talked about this in Assault on Survivors episode a while ago. Or, well, I don't know when this is uploaded, but we definitely talked about it in Assault on Survivors episode. That's the main premise of what I wanted to say right there. About how light and darkness is one of the most vital parts of creating a stunning image. Especially in photography and filmography, because you just need light to see what's going on clearly. But also in art and stuff, you know. Playing with light and darkness is one of the most efficient ways to make something unique, to make something beautiful. Whoops. And I love projects like this, right? Probably made by one singular guy. And it also makes it... Whoa, look at the birds. Nice little sound effects. And it makes it so that you can really enjoy it in one single sitting, in one single video as well for you guys. It's just... look at a little art project. That's how I look at these things. It's like going through a museum and looking at a singular painting. That's exactly what these types of games are. That's exactly what Baxo Simulator was in its own way, or Basco, I don't even know, but I think Baxo. That's exactly what Flawless was as well. It's exactly what Crypt was. All these beautiful little passion projects where you can really showcase the game to its full extent, or at least part of its full extent, in one little video. Maybe we missed some things in one of the previous games I mentioned, and maybe we're missing some of the things in this game right now by traversing so quickly, like we are doing. Ooh, nice little slide. But you're getting the general gist of things, right? Love the sound design right here. Sounds like one of those flutes. There was a little bunny. Can we go over to the little bunny and jump on the car? Can we, from the car, maybe jump onto the house? No, I don't think so. I guess we're not supposed to be back here. Nope. Fog is coming in at the ground. I guess that's also a side effect of us not collecting enough musical notes. We have to move forward and hope that we find one quickly. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble? There we go. Did we miss one in the back maybe over here? Because we really need some more. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped down there. Uh-oh. I literally can't see anymore. Oh no. I'm too fatigued. The shadow has corrupted me, I think. And I guess we respawn at kind of a checkpoint. Interesting. I thought it might just end the game off there and it made you replay it. That would be interesting if it would end the game off and it wouldn't have any replayability. That would really be a unique game experience. You just get one try to complete it, and if you don't, that's it. I'm sorry. You'll have to go look elsewhere for what the actual meaning of the game is. But again, it doesn't have to have an actual meaning. It can just be a beautiful little journey that you go on. Take the slide again, and this time we're just gonna move straight ahead. We're not gonna worry about that little bunny. Alright, looking like we're in a little park area over here. We traded in the high-rise, tumultuous city center filled with business people, lawyers, stockbrokers for the nice little suburbs again over here. Probably some families living in these houses. Oh, here we go, little cutscene. As I said, the busy city center. I would trade that in for a nice little bunny rabbit every day of the week. It's not true though, I love the city also. The bunny is showing us the way, maybe. The way to the little blue star. Soundtrack is just amazing. Love the little bird sounds. Feels like we're watching my YouTube outro. And here we are in the field. I'm gonna move along a little bit. I'm gonna shut up for a while. If something interesting happens again, you'll hear from me. Listen to the soundtrack for a second though. Oh yeah, lovely. I love the clapping sounds. That's That's not what I meant, but you know what I mean. Heading up the hill, heading to the countryside. Ooh, some beautiful little flowers. Let's smell them real good, smell them real nice. I feel like we're just tagging along on this guy's little adventure. Out of his gloomy city life, where nobody actually looks at him. Everybody is just busy all the time. Everybody is stuck in the rat race and they don't have any attention or any time to go for a nice cup of coffee together with him. And now he's looking at where his little bunny friend is taking him. Looking at the nice blue shining light. Maybe it's something that will change his life forever if he actually finds it, you know? Maybe it's something magical. Maybe it's something from space. And maybe he doesn't care about all that. Maybe he doesn't care about getting to the blue thing at all. And he is just putting one foot in front of the other for each single step. And I think we can all learn a bit from him in that front. Sometimes you don't have to care about the end of the journey, but you have to care about the journey and the way that you are traversing on as well. And the same is true with life. You don't always have to be worried about whether you will have enough money later or you will get the right job, marry with the right people. Sometimes just getting there and traversing your own little life story is already the beautiful part. Little tree fort for some relaxation. Isn't that beautiful? We're really up in the fields. Silo back there to store the grain. Still no farmers or any other person to be seen though. What's this? Ooh, a little swing. Well, at least we swung better than that girl in Bridge to Terabithia. Sorry to bring that up for every one of you. I'm sorry for those traumatic memories. Leslie was her name, right? If I'm not mistaken. Rest in peace, she a real one. In the cornfields. Rustling them on. Yeah. Beautiful. Can even go back. We can jump like a little dog that you like see jump up in the cornfield and then disappear for a while and then jump up again. It's corn! That's the achievement I just got. It's corn! Nice little topical reference right there. And here we are. We're out of the cornfields. Into the fields themselves. I wonder what's planted here. I wonder whose story lies here, you know? Maybe it's a farmer that got into the farming business after his father and after their father and after their grandfather. Maybe this field has been plowed by the same blood for generations. Here we go, a little scarecrow. Hello. Hello, Mr. Scarecrow. Oh, I hope that he would wave back. Full of hay bales. Which tells me that it's not just a crop farmer, they have some cattle too, you know. And I'm not talking about the thing you warm up your water in to make tea. What are we looking at here? Looks a bit gloomy. Getting a bit Lord of the Rings, Return of the King vibes when Aragorn has to go get the oath bearers, the oath people. Suspicious. But the blue light is near though. What's the blue light all about? What are we heading towards? Soundtrack has changed again. Let's listen to it together for a second. Definitely a little chaotic, a little out of sync, a little out of tune. There's something quite worrying. Dandelion. There we go, now you can do a wish. What's this? A log. Helps us cross the little river. Beautiful, very handy. Nature can come in handy sometimes, you know. Sometimes it can bring utter destruction to our world, but sometimes it can bring the most handy and beautiful elements into our world as well. Feeling like Tarzan over here, traversing between these logs. Oh, we missed a little musical note there. There's a giant tree for us to climb here. That must lead to somewhere, right? Oh, look at that. Tallest tree. I bet we can... Ooh, I bet we could see the city from here if you wanted to. We're on a mission, you know. I talked all this jazz about not having to have a goal, not having to think about the end destination, but when you set a goal, do try to reach it. Make sure that it's an achievable goal though. If you set goals that are not achievable, you will only bring yourself further into despair. Use the acronym SMART. Specific goals, measurable goals so that you know when you actually reach it. Achievable goals, things that are realistic to achieve. Realistic goals, that's the next word is R and it stands for realistic, I think. And then the T for time bound. Don't set a goal of, ooh, little bird's nest. Little baby birds. Hello guys. Hope you have a great life. Don't set a goal like, yeah, I'm gonna read this book today. No, I'm gonna read 20 pages in this book today before noon. That's a nice goal. We must be getting close to the blue light. I can feel it. Oh, there we go. The screen hue is definitely changing on the right side. What is it? What did we travel towards? It is a star. And what does the star entail? What does it do for us? Ooh, we're already quite obsessed by it, it seems. Itching closer and closer. It's still something from outer space. You might want to be a bit careful. But I think the light shines a bit too bright into our wanting eyes to ignore the star now. There we go. Oh. No more light from the star? I guess we're done with it already. You deserve a rest, man. We came a long way. We've been walking for half an hour. What? Alright. So the star was not the actual goal of the journey at all. But where are we going now then? Listen to the soundtrack for a second. It's calmer, because we're not in anticipation anymore. But it's also not sad. Oh, a butterfly. I feel like this song is kind of symbolic for exactly what I was talking about. That maybe we were headed for that star all the way and that was our goal. But it doesn't have to be a letdown if the goal is not actually what you hoped it would be. You still had a beautiful journey. And you can still journey even further. Just like we're doing right now. Hello, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. Question I have is who is telling this story, you know? Because we're all the things in this world are held up by strings. We are being moved by strings. Everything is happening because of the strings attached to us. But who is actually pulling those strings? Who is the master? Or is it maybe just the player? Am I the master? An apple tree. I could go for a nice, delicious apple. Maybe... other than the Soulstone Survivors daily run, I will from now on upload a daily light and shadow run. Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Ew. Kill me. We're out of the forest. Seems like we're in some water now. Not easy to traverse this. Little canal, a little lake. At least the darkness is not creeping closer too quickly. It's getting closer. Damn, there we go. Long Lake. That was a long lake indeed. Long Lake was the name of this Steam achievement I just received. Where are we now? In a very rocky region, a mountainous region. What's this? Oh, alright. I thought those rocks were moving on their own, but we are just making a nice little one of those balancing rock things. Did you know? And shout out to my main man Mark, the quizzing member of my family, that Inuits, or Eskimos, but Eskimos is not the most appropriate term. I think that's quite a harassing term for them. Did you know that they also used to create those kind of stone pillars in the form of little humans? They're called Inuksuk, those little stone pillars, and they used it to, I think, communicate with each other in some way. It's raining. It's raining. Oh, that's such a beautiful way to symbolize rain upon the screen. It's just like an overlay that is slowly moving together with us. What's this? Oh, let's go. Those were like 3 or 4 bounces. That's clean. Skipping rocks across the lake. A very mindful experience. And this games like this, you know, are just mindful experiences, you know. You're just exploring. You're getting to know this little world. And you're starting to feel empathic towards our little fella right here, who I think has almost come to the end of his journey, actually. Seems like quite a big mountain to get over. How are you gonna do that? It doesn't seem insurmountable, but it's gonna take us a while, my man. And why would you want to get to the top in the middle of the rain and the wind? Is there something up there for you, you think? He's determined. He has a new goal. That star doesn't matter at all. He needs to get up this mountain if it's the last goddamn thing he does. Come on, little fella. You go. You can do this. And I'll help you. I'll help you get there. Let's get up this goddamn mountain. Soundtrack time. Alright, I hear some Spanish salsa, some Mexican influences in there, it seems. But it is getting a bit more chaotic again. I guess the stage of our adventure is also getting a bit chaotic. All of a sudden we're traveling up a mountain while the weather conditions are not suited for such a journey at all. And now it's not horizontal progression anymore. All we're aiming for is vertical progression. We're getting up there, goddammit. I'm not going down for that musical note. It can eat my dust. Chill for a little second at the campfire. Oh, that really butters my egg roll. It calms me down. Nice. Heated up again and ready to go further. There's nothing wrong with taking a little break in life, you know? Even when you have a goal set ahead of you. Sometimes taking a break is more beneficial for you than actually pushing yourself over your limit. You can already see the outline of the mountain over here. I can see the edge. Right, let's go. I think we're almost there. We're almost at the top. Feels like we're playing Bennett Follies Getting Over It, but then in a fun way. And not in a you feel like you're in purgatory way. Move over, Jump King. There's a new sheriff in town. It's Light and Shadow. Alright, a little bridge. I would be careful because those planks are squeaking and squealing. Safely traversed it. There's another beautiful little metaphor in there because I felt safer when we were traversing the little rock over the little log over the stream rather. So the thing that nature provides for us sometimes feel better than the things we as humans, the artifacts we create in the world. Because we always try to shape nature towards our will, but sometimes we should just rely on Mother Nature herself to do the job. And now I've already forgotten about the star. Whoa! Oh, we're in a mine. We dropped into the mine. Alright, the game is not over at all. I was just too stupid to realize what had to happen. Give me this lamp. A light in the shadow. We're going full circle. And then here it's the other way around, right? Because that star made by nature, the light went out in a second, in an instant. We couldn't use that as a light source in the darkness. But now here, this human artifact, this mine worker's lamp right here, it's all we need. We lost it already though. Oh, we exit the mine. And I guess we're climbing again. There's a lot of musical notes here. We're scaling the side of the mountain. A whole bunch of music notes here. I think we're getting closer and closer. Here we are. This must be the end, right? We reached the top of the mountain. Who knows for what, but we did it anyway. We don't need no star. We can do whatever we want. There we go. That's where we came from. Yeah, sit down for a little while, my man. Take a rest, take a breather. Good job. Oh, damn. All right. That's cool. Very cool game, you guys. Very interesting. Well, now all the colors are coming in. And a nice warm background tune. Mental health consultants. Oh, so this game really has like a meaning. Interesting. Light and shadow. And in the end, we're the star, right? We emanate our own blue light. And there we go. Light and shadow. Beautiful. Well, that's that. Thank you very much for watching. This guy is just gonna go on his journey again, but I'm not gonna accompany him this time. I'm sure he will reach it though. Thank you all so much for joining me on this little light and shadow adventure. And I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.